Today we're jumping into 45 of the coolest and smartest camping gadgets on Amazon that you seriously need to check out. Whether you're heading into the wild for a quick weekend getaway or gearing up for a full-on adventure, these gadgets are designed to make your trips easier, safer, and way more enjoyable. From portable power stations that keep your devices charged to smart cooking tools, water purifiers, and comfort essentials, we've put them to the test so you know what actually delivers. Stick around, because by the end, you'll be tempted to pack every single one of these for your next trip.
Rhino USA Folding Survival Shovel. The Rhino USA Folding Survival Shovel is a small tool which packs a big punch when you're out in the wild. I took it on a weekend camping trip, and it handled everything from digging fire pits to clearing debris with ease. The metal construction feels solid, which gives confidence that it won't bend under pressure. Yet it folds down compactly, which makes it easy to store in a backpack or car. The shovel's handle has a comfortable grip, which keeps your hands from getting sore even during extended use. One thing I really liked is that it comes with multiple functions built into the design, which makes it more than just a shovel. It can be used as a hoe, a small pick, or even a makeshift hammer in a pinch. I also appreciated how quickly it locks into place, which means it's ready to use without any fuss. For campers, hikers, or anyone who likes to be prepared, this shovel is a handy tool that's lightweight yet dependable, which turns a simple folding shovel into a versatile survival companion you can count on. HiKencher Self-Inflating Camping Pillow. The HiKencher Self-Inflating Camping Pillow is a small accessory, which can make a huge difference when you're trying to get a good night's sleep outdoors. I tested it during a 2-night camping trip, and it instantly added comfort without taking up much space in my bag. The outer material feels soft but durable, which makes it comfortable to rest your head on while still resisting small scrapes or dirt from the ground. Another thing I noticed is that it deflates quickly and rolls up compactly, which makes it easy to pack alongside your sleeping bag without adding extra bulk. On top of that, it provides surprisingly good neck support, which kept me from waking up stiff the next morning. For backpackers or casual campers, this pillow proves that small gear can have a big impact, which turns something as simple as a pillow into a camping essential that you won't regret bringing along. Stansport Egg Container. Cooking eggs while camping can be tricky, but the Stansport Egg Container, which holds a dozen eggs safely, makes it effortless to bring breakfast along without worrying about breaking them. I recently took it on a camping trip, and it kept all my eggs intact while riding in the car and storing them in a cooler. The container is lightweight and compact, which makes it easy to pack in any backpack or camping bag. One thing I really liked is the tight-fitting lid, which prevents spills or cracks even when the bag gets jostled. It's made from durable plastic, which handles the bumps of outdoor adventures without any damage. During the trip, I cracked a few eggs directly into a pan over a camp stove, which made breakfast fast and easy. This container also keeps the eggs organized, which is surprisingly helpful when camping with a group. For anyone who enjoys fresh eggs while outdoors, this container is simple, effective, and keeps food safe, which makes mornings much smoother without adding extra stress to meal prep. Stove light only. Cooking while camping can be tricky, but the stove light only makes it feel easy and reliable. This portable stove comes with a simple design which fits right into a small backpack without taking much space. Its compact size doesn't mean it lacks power, which boils water quickly and keeps meals hot even when the wind picks up. I've taken it on short hikes and weekend trips, and being able to set it up in minutes makes a big difference when hunger hits after a long day on the trail. One thing I really like is the stable base, which keeps pots from tipping, especially when cooking soups or stews over uneven ground. Using it with lightweight fuel canisters, you don't have to worry about carrying heavy fuel, which keeps your load manageable for long treks. The stove light only also works well for outdoor coffee, which is one of my favorite ways to start a morning at camp. Having a reliable and easy-to-use stove like this transforms camping meals, which makes the whole outdoor experience feel more comfortable and enjoyable. VEVOR Folding Campfire Grill. Moving from power to cooking, the VEVOR Folding Campfire Grill fits right into that outdoor rhythm when food becomes the main event. This grill feels made for real camp use, not just backyard show. It opens up fast and sits steady over a fire pit, which helps when you're dealing with uneven ground at a campsite. The steel surface handles heat well, which lets you cook meats, veggies, or even a pan without worrying about warping. What really helps is how it folds flat, which makes packing simple when space is already tight. On a long camping night, when everyone is hungry and the fire's already going, this grill lets you cook directly over flames instead of balancing gear on rocks. The height gives good control over heat, which helps avoid burning food too fast. After cooking, cleanup feels straightforward, even when the fire dies down. From here, once food is handled, getting good rest becomes the next focus, which leads us naturally into sleeping comfort at camp. DaranEner Portable Power Station. Starting off this list, the DaranEner Portable Power Station feels like the kind of camping gear that quietly earns its place every single trip. When you're out in the woods and phones, headlamps, or cameras start dropping battery, this unit steps in without drama. It has a clean layout with multiple outlets, which makes it easy to charge different devices at the same time without confusion. The size feels just right for car camping, which means it doesn't eat up space but still delivers solid power. One thing that stands out is how calm and quiet it runs, especially at night when noise can ruin the mood. During a long weekend trip or an unexpected power cut at camp, this can keep lights on, phones charged, and even small cooking tools running. The handle feels sturdy in hand, which helps when moving it around camp. As we move from power to food and fire, having a reliable energy source like this makes everything else feel easier and more relaxed. Xergur's Pro G Waterproof Solar Bluetooth Speaker. The Xergur's Pro G Waterproof Solar Bluetooth Speaker is perfect for anyone who wants music at the campsite without worrying about rain or splashes. This speaker is tough, which makes it great for outdoor adventures, and the solar panel on top keeps it charged when you're away from outlets. I took it on a river trip, which meant getting wet, and it kept playing perfectly after some splashes. The sound is surprisingly clear and loud, which makes it easy to hear across a campsite while cooking or relaxing. It also has a long battery life, which helped during a 2-day trip without needing to plug it in. Pairing it with your phone is quick and hassle-free, so you don't waste time fiddling with settings. Another thing I liked is the compact size, which fits into a backpack easily without taking up much space. This gadget makes camping more fun because it keeps the vibes going, whether it's background music for cooking, singing around the fire, or even a little dance session near the tent. 09. BKLES Portable Water Purifier. After setting up camp, clean water is always a top priority, and the BKLES Portable Water Purifier really makes a difference out in the wild. This compact purifier comes with a filter which removes bacteria and other impurities, which gives peace of mind when you're drinking from streams or lakes. Its lightweight design fits easily into any backpack, which keeps your pack from getting bulky, yet it delivers a solid flow of water without much effort. I've used it on weekend hikes, and the pump action feels smooth, which means less strain on your hands after a long day. The purifier also has a long-lasting filter, which keeps you covered for multiple trips before replacement, making it perfect for multi-day adventures. What really stands out is how quick it is to set up and start drinking, which is a lifesaver if you're in a pinch or need to refill fast. With clean water in hand, your next step in camp life gets a lot easier, which naturally leads into keeping your shelter protected from the elements, just like with the next essential gear piece. 010. Kelty Waypoint Tarp. Once you've got your clean water sorted, staying dry and protected is the next priority, and the Kelty Waypoint Tarp does that really well. This tarp comes with durable material, which resists rain and wind while keeping you and your gear covered. Its size is generous enough to create a shelter for a hammock, a tent, or even just a cooking area, which makes it super versatile for any campsite. I've used it on windy nights, and the reinforced grommets hold tight with paracord, which keeps the tarp from flapping around and disturbing sleep. Setting it up is simple, which saves time when the weather turns unexpectedly, and the lightweight design keeps your pack from feeling heavy while hiking to the campsite.
One feature I love is the Tarp's ability to create multiple configurations, which gives flexibility depending on whether you're alone or camping with a group. Using the Kelty Waypoint Tarp, you stay dry and comfortable, which naturally makes your evening more relaxed and leads right into having a warm meal under cover, making camp life feel a lot more manageable.
Odoland Portable LED Camping Lantern. Having a reliable light source at camp is essential, and the Odoland Portable LED Camping Lantern delivers exactly that. This lantern comes with a compact design which fits right in your backpack without taking up too much space. Despite its small size, it lights up a wide area brightly, which makes it perfect for cooking, reading, or playing games at night. One thing I really like is the adjustable brightness, which lets you dial it down for a softer glow when you're winding down, or crank it up when setting up your tent in the dark. It also has a long-lasting battery, which keeps the lantern running for hours, so you don't have to worry about it dying in the middle of the night. I've taken it on weekend camping trips, and it feels sturdy enough to survive drops or bumps when moving around in the dark. The lantern also has a convenient handle, which makes it easy to hang from a tree branch or carry around the campsite. With the Odoland lantern, nighttime at camp feels safe, bright, and much more fun. Stanley the Camp Pour-Over Set. If you love fresh coffee even when you're out in the wild, the Stanley Camp Pour-Over Set is a must-have. This set comes with a compact dripper and a sturdy stainless steel mug, which makes brewing coffee straightforward no matter where you are. One thing that stands out is how easy it is to use. You just place the dripper on top of the mug, pour hot water over your coffee grounds, and you're ready to go. I took it on a backpacking trip recently, and it felt great to enjoy a fresh cup of coffee in the crisp morning air, which made waking up early way more enjoyable. The materials are solid, which keeps the coffee hot longer and makes the set resistant to bumps or scratches while packed. It's also lightweight, which helps if you're trying to minimize the weight of your gear. Another thing I really like is that the dripper folds flat, which saves space in your bag. The Stanley Camp Pour-Over Set turns coffee time into a small but enjoyable ritual, which adds comfort to any outdoor adventure.
Proster IP54 Compass. Navigating the outdoors gets way easier with the Proster IP54 Compass, which offers reliable direction even in tricky weather. I took it on a weekend hike, and it held up perfectly through light rain and fog, which would have confused other compasses. The IP54 rating means it's resistant to water and dust, which makes it dependable for almost any outdoor condition. What stood out is the clear, easy-to-read dial, which lets you take quick bearings without squinting, even when the sun is low or there's glare. The compass also has a sighting mirror, which adds precision when you're trying to line up distant landmarks. I paired it with a basic map, which made route planning faster and more accurate than relying on GPS alone. Another practical thing is that the lanyard hole lets you hang it from your neck or backpack for instant access, especially during long treks. For anyone serious about hiking, camping, or survival, this compass is a small but essential tool that gives confidence, which keeps you oriented no matter where the trail leads. Trail Buddy Trekking Poles. Hitting the trails gets a lot smoother with the Trail Buddy trekking poles, which give stability on uneven terrain and help reduce strain on your knees. I used them on a rocky mountain trail, and they absorbed most of the impact on my legs, which made the long hike way less tiring. The adjustable length feature is simple, which lets you dial in the perfect height whether you're climbing uphill or going downhill. The poles also have comfortable foam grips, which prevent blisters during long treks, and wrist straps which keep them secure without slipping. I really liked the built-in shock absorption, which softens every step on hard surfaces, making it feel like a natural extension of your arms. The carbide tips bite into dirt and gravel, which helps keep traction in slippery spots, while the removable rubber feet make it safe on paved paths too. Another practical thing is that they collapse down easily, which fits in a backpack when you're not using them. For anyone who enjoys hiking, camping, or long outdoor walks, these poles are a simple upgrade that makes every step feel steadier and safer, which keeps you moving comfortably all day.
Wise Moose Truck Tent, Truck Bed.
The Wise Moose truck tent is a must-have for anyone who loves combining camping with the convenience of a vehicle. It fits right into the bed of most trucks, which means you can set up camp almost anywhere without worrying about uneven ground or finding a clear spot for a traditional tent. The material is thick and weather-resistant, which kept me dry during a sudden rainstorm on a weekend trip. I also liked the built-in mesh windows, which allow airflow while keeping bugs out, so sleeping felt comfortable even on warm nights. Setting it up was surprisingly easy, and packing it away was just as fast, which saved me a lot of time after long hikes. What really stood out was the extra storage pockets inside, perfect for keeping small gear organized and within reach. On one trip, I even used the truck bed as a mini lounge area during the evening while it rained, and it worked perfectly. For anyone who wants a flexible, reliable camping solution without carrying a lot of extra gear, this truck tent is a solid choice. It makes outdoor trips feel effortless and comfortable.
ENO Single Nest Hammock. When it comes to relaxing at the campsite, the ENO Single Nest Hammock really stands out. I set it up between two trees on a weekend trip, and it held me comfortably while I enjoyed the view, which made it a perfect spot to read or just take a nap. The material is lightweight but feels strong, which means it packs down small and doesn't take up much room in your bag, yet supports up to 400 pounds without a problem. One thing I really liked is how quick it is to set up. The straps are adjustable, so you can hang it at the right height no matter where you're camping. I even used it near a small creek to relax after a long hike, which felt amazing and gave my legs a break. Unlike bulky camping chairs, this hammock keeps you off the ground while still letting you feel connected to nature. For anyone who enjoys simple comfort outdoors, the ENO Single Nest makes downtime as easy as hanging and relaxing. It's light, sturdy, and perfect for solo campers who value both comfort and portability. KingCamp Self-Inflating Sleeping Pad. After wrapping up a solid camp meal, the next thing that really matters is how well you sleep, and this is where the KingCamp Self-Inflating Sleeping Pad steps in. This pad feels like it was designed for campers who are tired of waking up sore on rocky ground. You roll it out, open the valve, and it slowly fills with air on its own, which saves effort at the end of a long day. The padding feels thick enough to block cold ground, which helps a lot during chilly nights. When you lie down, the surface stays quiet and stable, so turning over does not wake you up or your tent mate. It packs down small once rolled, which makes it easy to strap to a backpack or toss in a car. During real trips, this kind of pad helps you wake up rested instead of stiff, especially after hiking or setting up camp all day. With sleep handled, the next concern usually becomes safe drinking water, which brings us smoothly to a smart water solution. GRAYL GeoPress Water Purifier Bottle. Once you're rested and ready for the day, clean water quickly becomes the top priority, and that's where the GRAYL GeoPress Water Purifier Bottle really stands out. This bottle works in a very simple way that feels natural even if you are tired or in a hurry. You fill it from a stream, lake, or even a questionable tap, then press the inner bottle down, which filters and purifies the water in seconds. The result tastes clean and fresh, which gives peace of mind when you are far from help. The bottle feels solid in hand and seals well so it doesn't leak inside a pack. On real trips, this is useful when trails run dry or when campsites do not have safe water sources. Instead of carrying extra bottles or worrying about tablets, this one tool handles it fast. It also saves time during breaks, which means more time to hike or relax. With hydration covered, the next thing most campers think about is keeping food and drinks cold throughout the day.
AlpCore Portable Camping Sink. The AlpCore Portable Camping Sink is a surprisingly handy gadget for anyone who spends a lot of time outdoors. It's compact enough to fit in the trunk or even a larger backpack, yet it provides a full basin for washing dishes, hands, or even gear after a long day of hiking. The material is sturdy and water-resistant, which makes it easy to carry and set up almost anywhere. One time, after a muddy trail hike, I used it to rinse off boots and tools before getting into my car, and it saved a ton of mess inside. The drain design is smart, which lets water flow out easily without needing complicated plumbing. It even folds down flat, so storage at home or in the truck is no hassle. What I loved most was how versatile it is. Beyond cleaning, I used it to hold ice for drinks during a small campsite gathering, and it worked perfectly. For anyone who likes keeping things organized and clean while camping, this portable sink feels like a small but essential helper that makes life outside much easier. Serene Life Outdoor Wood Fire Pit 26-inch Steel Barbecue Grill. The Serene Life Outdoor Wood Fire Pit is one of those camping gadgets that really changes the vibe of your campsite. It's made from heavy-duty steel, which gives it a solid, stable feel, yet it's not too heavy to carry if you need to move it around. I used it during a weekend trip, which made cooking over an open flame simple and safe. The design allows for good airflow, which helps the fire burn steadily without choking on smoke, and the grill attachment fits nicely for cooking meats, veggies, or even toasting marshmallows. One night, I set it up near the campsite, which kept the whole group warm while we shared stories. The setup is quick, and the pit folds down flat for easy transport, which I appreciated after a long day of hiking. Beyond cooking, it serves as a central spot for light and warmth, which makes any campsite feel more inviting. For campers who like both a practical grill and a cozy fire experience, this Serene Life Pit is a solid, dependable choice that delivers both functionality and a bit of outdoor comfort. Alpcore Portable Camping Table. The Alpcore Portable Camping Table is one of those gadgets that makes camping feel a lot more comfortable and organized. It's lightweight, folds up neatly, and sets up in seconds, which is great when you're arriving at a campsite after a long hike. The tabletop is made from durable aluminum, which holds plates, cups, or even a small camping stove without any wobble. I used it during a weekend trip, which gave me a solid place to prepare meals and play cards with friends while avoiding sitting on the uneven ground. The legs are adjustable, which help keep it stable on rocky or sloped surfaces. Even when it's packed down, it fits easily into a backpack or car trunk, making it super portable. Whether you're cooking, eating, or using it as a small work surface, this table feels practical and sturdy without being heavy or bulky. It's the kind of gear that quietly improves the camping experience, letting you focus on enjoying nature instead of worrying about where to put your food or gear. Wheeler's Camp Kitchen Cooking Utensil Set. The Wheeler's Camp Kitchen Cooking Utensil Set is the kind of kit that makes outdoor cooking feel way easier, which can be a huge relief when you're out in the wild. I took this set on a weekend camping trip, and it had everything I needed from spatulas to tongs, all made of lightweight, durable materials. The handles feel sturdy in your hands, which helped me flip pancakes and stir stews without worrying about bending or breaking. One thing I really liked is that the utensils nest neatly into a compact carrying case, which keeps my pack organized and prevents anything from getting dirty. The set is also heat resistant, which meant I could use it safely over the campfire without melting or warping the tools. Having a proper cooking set made me actually enjoy preparing meals outdoors, which can otherwise feel like a hassle with mismatched spoons and sticks. If you enjoy camp cooking or want to make meal prep less stressful, this set proves that good utensils can seriously upgrade your outdoor experience. Eaton Wolf Air 3 Air Pump. The Eaton Wolf Air 3 Air Pump is a gadget that really changes how you handle inflatables at camp, which makes setting up air mattresses, floaties, or even inflatable boats much faster. I tried it during a weekend camping trip, and it saved me so much time compared to manually pumping an air mattress, which usually takes forever. The pump is cordless and rechargeable, which means no worrying about finding an outlet at a remote campsite. It's compact and lightweight, so it fits neatly in the trunk of my car or even a backpack if you're hiking in. One of the coolest features is the multiple nozzle attachments, which let you use the pump with a variety of inflatables, from small kids' toys to full-size camping gear. I also liked that it has both inflating and deflating modes, which makes packing up just as quick as setting up. For anyone who wants to spend more time enjoying the outdoors instead of wrestling with air mattresses, the Eaton Wolf Air 3 Air Pump is a small tool that makes a noticeable difference in convenience. Villi Portable Camping Side Table. The VEVOR portable camping side table is one of those small pieces of gear which really changes how organized your campsite feels. I used it on a weekend trip, and having a dedicated space for snacks, drinks, and my gear made a big difference. The table folds flat, which makes it super easy to carry, and it's lightweight enough to toss into the car or carry to a picnic spot without hassle. The aluminum frame feels solid, which means it doesn't wobble when I set a cooler or lantern on it, and the surface is easy to clean after meals. What really impressed me is how quick it is to set up, literally unfold, and it's ready to go. I also noticed it fits perfectly next to a camping chair, giving you a handy spot for a coffee mug in the morning or a flashlight at night. If you've ever had to place your water bottle or plate on uneven ground, this table solves that problem. The VEVOR portable camping side table is a simple yet practical gadget that makes camping feel just a bit more like home. RTIC soft cooler with the 40 can size. Right after water is handled, keeping food and drinks cold becomes the next real challenge outdoors, and this is where the RTIC soft cooler with the 40 can size fits in nicely. This cooler feels tough in daily use, yet it stays easy to carry thanks to the wide straps that sit well on the shoulder. The thick insulation holds ice for long hours, which helps during hot campsites, beach trips, or long drives where stores are far away. You can toss in drinks, meats, and snacks, and everything stays cold well into the day. The zipper seals tight, which helps stop leaks when ice starts to melt. In real use, this works great for group trips where everyone keeps coming back for cold water or soda. It also fits well in a car trunk or beside a tent without taking over the whole space. As the day cools down and camp chores begin, having chilled food ready makes cooking feel easier, which naturally leads into thinking about small personal items that make camp life more comfortable.
Adventure-ready tooth care capsule. After food and drinks are sorted, personal care is one of those things people forget until it becomes annoying, and that is where the adventure-ready tooth care capsule quietly earns its place. This little kit packs the basics into a tough case that fits easily in a backpack pocket or glove box. Inside, you get a compact toothbrush, toothpaste tabs, and floss, which keeps things simple when water is limited. In real camp use, this feels helpful at night when you are tired, dirty, and just want to crawl into your sleeping bag without that sticky mouth feeling. The capsule keeps everything clean and dry, which matters when gear gets tossed around all day. It also works well for road trips, flights, or emergency kits where space matters. What stands out is how it removes excuses, since brushing becomes quick and easy even in rough conditions. And once small comforts like this are handled, it feels natural to focus next on smart gear that helps with cooking and camp setup, which brings us to the next handy outdoor tool. Xergur Camping Tripod Board. Moving from personal care to camp cooking, this is where the Xergur Camping Tripod Board starts to make sense. This piece is built to turn a simple tripod stand into a stable cooking setup over a fire. The board feels solid in hand, which helps when you are balancing a pot of water or a pan full of food. In real camp use, this is the kind of gear that shines when the ground is uneven, and a normal grill just does not sit right. You can hang it over flames, adjust the height, and keep your food off the dirt, which feels safer and cleaner. It works well with kettles, small pots, and even a skillet, so breakfast and dinner both feel easier. The surface is easy to wipe down after cooking, which matters when daylight fades and you want to pack up fast. It also folds flat, which makes it simple to carry without stealing space. And once cooking feels controlled and calm, it naturally leads into thinking about shelter, which is exactly where the next gadget comes in. Nightcat Pop-Up Camping Tent. Switching gears from cooking to shelter, the Nightcat Pop-Up Camping Tent really stands out when you are on the move. This tent comes out of the bag and pops into shape, which is perfect after a long hike when you just want to set up and relax. The fabric feels strong but lightweight, which keeps the tent manageable for one person to carry, yet sturdy enough to handle a bit of wind. Mesh windows let air flow freely, which keeps bugs out and your space from feeling stuffy.
What makes it really handy is how fast it folds back down into its carrying case, which saves time and effort when you need to break camp quickly. I've tried it on uneven terrain, and the tent grips the ground with minimal fuss, which helps prevent sliding or sagging overnight. It fits 2 people comfortably, which is great for solo adventurers who like extra room for gear or couples wanting a cozy spot. And when shelter is sorted, staying hydrated is the next priority, which brings us to the next must-have camping gadget.
Nightcat Backpack. When it comes to carrying gear efficiently, the Nightcat Backpack really impressed me. I took it on a 2-day hiking trip, and the way it organized all my essentials made life much easier, which kept me from digging through a messy bag every time I needed something. The compartments are smartly designed, and the main section is roomy enough to fit a hydration bladder, snacks, and extra clothes, which comes in handy when you're moving between campsites. The padding on the back and straps made it comfortable for long treks, which saved my shoulders from getting sore. I also noticed the water-resistant material kept my gear safe when it rained unexpectedly, which is a huge plus for unpredictable weather. On a steep trail, the side straps allowed me to tighten the pack close to my body, which gave better balance and made climbing easier. Compared to other backpacks I've used, the Nightcat feels thoughtfully built for real outdoor conditions. If you want a bag that's tough, practical, and easy to carry, this backpack really delivers without overcomplicating things. Tapirus Spork Tactical. I have to say, the Tapirus Spork Tactical quickly became one of my favorite little tools on the trail. It's not just a regular spork, it's made from durable, lightweight material, which feels solid in hand, but doesn't add bulk to my pack. I used it during a weekend camping trip to eat everything from oatmeal for breakfast to a hearty stew for dinner, which made cleanup and packing up way easier. The built-in serrated edge surprised me because it lets you cut softer foods or small meat portions without needing an extra knife, which is super handy when you're on the move. The spork is also easy to clip to the outside of a bag using its built-in hook, which keeps it accessible, so you're not digging around your gear when you're hungry. Another thing I noticed is how easy it is to wash, even at a river or with just a small bottle of water, which makes it perfect for extended trips. For anyone who wants a simple, reliable eating tool that's designed for camping, the Tapirus Spork Tactical really covers all the bases. BKLES Solar Charger Power Bank. Next up, the BKLES Solar Charger Power Bank is one of those gadgets that quietly becomes essential once you start using it. I took it on a 3-day backpacking trip, and it kept my phone and small devices charged without me worrying about running out of battery. The solar panel works well in direct sunlight, which comes in handy if you're spending all day outdoors. It's compact enough to toss in a pack, but still has enough capacity to fully charge a phone more than once, which I found really useful when sharing it with a friend on the trail. One thing I appreciated is the rugged design, which handled some drops and rough handling without any issues. The ports are clearly labeled, and it even charges via a USB-C cable if you need faster power. I also liked that it has indicator lights, so you know exactly how much juice is left. For anyone heading into the backcountry, this charger gives peace of mind because you know you won't be left without power for your essentials, and it makes extended camping trips much easier to manage. Next on the list is the Sawyer SP657 Premium Permethrin, which really changed how I approach camping in bug-heavy areas. I sprayed it on my clothes, backpack, and even my tent, and it kept mosquitoes, ticks, and other biting insects at bay for days. It's safe to use on fabrics and dries quickly, so you don't have to wait around before heading out. I remember a weekend camping trip in the woods where everyone else was swatting mosquitoes non-stop, while I barely felt a bite. It gave me a chance to enjoy hiking and setting up camp without constantly worrying about insects. The spray bottle is easy to handle and doesn't leak, so you can toss it in your gear bag without a mess. Another thing I appreciated is how easy it is to wash, even at a river or with just a small bottle of water, which makes it perfect for extended trips. For anyone who loves spending time outdoors, this permethrin spray provides peace of mind and lets you focus on the adventure rather than annoying insects. It's a small addition to your kit that really makes a difference in comfort.